Hello, my lovelies. It's time to talk about my goals for 2024, so stay tuned. So, I kind of flopped for my 2023 goals, and I really would like to do better in 2024. So, I have a lot of goals this year, but I don't think they're quite as stringent of goals than what I had last year. So let's just jump right in. I'll start with my bookish goals, then go to my Twitter goals, my Instagram goals, my TikTok goals, my YouTube goals, and then my regular life goals. So for my bookish goals, last year my goal was to read 120 books in the year, and I definitely exceeded that. And this year, I actually want to take a step back just a little bit, slow down on my reading, and make it a little easier on myself. And that is going to be just to read 60 books in the year. That's half of the goal I set for 2023. And I figure that's about 5 books a month, which I think I definitely can do. But I know that I'm going to be traveling a lot in 2024. And I'm not going to be bringing physical books with me all over the place because I'm going to be like carrying luggage on trains and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to be packing significantly lighter, and I'm going to have to stick to like Kindle on my phone or audiobooks and things like that. So I'm going to be kind of limited in my selection to an extent, but also I'm not going to want to be completely looking at my phone or listening to an audiobook at all times when I'm out in the world traveling and experiencing things. I'm going to be listening to like audio guides for the Colosseum and things like that. I want to be more present in whatever's going on at the time. And so I still want to read. I love to read, and I want to be able to talk to you about books, but I'm not going to try to force read when I want to be doing something else. So yeah, my first goal is to read 60 books. My second goal is to haul less than I read. So last year I said I wanted to haul less than I read or unhauled the month before. And I want to be a little less strict than that and just say I want to haul less than I read. So if I read 5 books in a month, I don't, I'm also thinking that I'm not going to be hauling as many books just because I'm going to spend so much time traveling, and I'm not going to be buying books when I'm traveling. So it's going to be like, okay, well, I'll be gone for 3 months, and say in those 3 months I've read 15, 20 books, and I want to buy some more books when I get home, then I can buy less than 15 or 20 books or something like that, Just haul less than I've read, so that I need to make space in my house, and I have no room for any more books. I just don't have the room. And so I need to be reading them and then letting them go, except for the ones that I absolutely love. So yeah. And one goal that I've had for the past couple of years, I like having it. I just need to remember that I have it and remember to do it. And that is to complete or unhaul 12 series that I've started. So I have a list of 12 that I would like to get to. But it really doesn't have to be limited to just these. It can be others. But these are on my list for one reason or another. So some of them, I literally just have the last book to read, and then I've completed the series. And so I can just like knock those off. Others, they have made it to my this book will self-destruct shelf, or at least some parts of the series have. because I've had them for so long and haven't read them. Or some series I've started and read like a little bit and then put it down, and then read like a little bit and then put it down, and it's taking me years to actually get through. I want to either just get through it or let it go. So my list of 12 that I have here. The first one is the Romance Book Club. I read all except for the last one. And I actually wanted to, originally I was planning on reading that in December and totally forgot about it. So maybe I'll read it in December of 2024. I don't know. Maybe I'll read it sooner than that. But it's literally just the last book that I need to read. So I might end up reading it in January or February or something like that, even though it is a very merry bromance. Series number 2 is Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. Again, I've read all except for the final book, so I need to do that. Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. I have been reading that with my coffee patrons. I think we're on book 7 or 8 right now. There's a lot of books, and they're really big books. But I want to continue getting through that and finish it if it's... I don't even know if the whole series is out yet. I think it is. But I want to get through that. And it's such a fantastic series, and I absolutely love reading it. Then we've got Renegades by Marissa Meyer. I have read... That's one of those that I read Renegades forever ago, like I think when it first came out, and I loved it. And eventually... the next one, which I can't think of the title, came out, and it was years between reading them. So I think I may have reread Renegades and then read the second one, and that's been a long time too since I've read the second one, and I haven't read Supernova. So I'm going to end up having to reread all of them again in order to finish the series. The next one is An Ember in the Ashes. That was one I started years ago, and I read like the first 2 books in the series, and I loved it. And I was like, you know what, Marty's gonna really like this series. So I stopped reading it because I was like, we need to read this together, and then forgot. And so this year, or in 2023, I'm filming this currently December 30th, so it's still this year for me. Marty and I have actually started listening to An Ember in the Ashes, and we've gotten up to the point where I was. So we've gotten through the first 2 books, and hopefully in 2024 we can complete the rest of the series. Number 6 is the Origin series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. In December I read the first book. In January I'm reading the second book, and hopefully I'll have finished that whole series, and maybe even started another one of her series before the end of the year is over. Then we have The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This is one that I've started and stopped multiple times over years, where I read like the first one and then loved it. Years go by, and then I have to read the first one again, and then I read the second one, and then years go by, and I'm gonna have to read the third one, but I can't remember, so I had to read the first one and the second one, and I don't think I ever got to the third one. And so, yeah, I'm gonna end up having to reread them all again. But yeah, it's taken me years. And that's also one that's on my These Books Will Self-Destruct, because I've had it for so long and haven't finished the series. Then we have The Reawakened by Colleen Hoke. I've only read like the prequel novella, and I haven't read the rest of the series, and it's also one that's on my self-destruct. The Crave series by Tracy Wolff. I very much enjoyed that. I can't remember how many books I read, like the first 6 or 7, and I don't remember, I think I just got behind on all of my reading that I just haven't gotten back into that. So I'll probably have to reread the last one I read and then continue on. But I loved that series so much. Like the first one was cheesy and was just meh. But I was convinced to continue reading. The second one, I think I gave 4 stars, and then the next one was like 4.5 stars, and then I think eventually they got to 5 stars. And I want to finish. I want to keep reading them. Then I have Lifelike by J. Kristoff. That's another on my These Books Will Self-Destruct shelf. Before She Ignites by Jody Meadows. That book has been on my TBR, and I keep rolling it over and rolling it over and rolling it over. It's been on my TBR now every month for, I couldn't tell you how many months. And I need to read it. That is, I think, the only book in that series that I own. So I either need to read it or get rid of it. And then the Iron Face series by Julie Kagawa, which I will be reading. I've already read the first book and I really, really enjoyed it. But that was years ago. And so I'm going to be rereading the first book and reading the second book as well in January. And I want to say the second book or the third book was on my These Books Will Self-Destruct shelf. And so I need to read them. And I would like to just binge read the whole series if possible, because it's so much easier for me to read a series when I'm just like, I can just go read them back to back to back and not have to like pick other books up and stuff in between. Because then it turns into years go by and then I have to reread everything. So yeah, those are the last of my bookish goals. Now on to my Twitter goals. They're pretty basic, pretty simple. So I have 2 Twitter accounts. I have my main Twitter account and then I have the Season-a-thon Twitter account. So as of today, my main Twitter account has 1,088 followers. And my goal is just to get back to what I started last year with, because I've had a few fall off. I've actually gone down. So it's to get back up to 1107, which is what I started 2023 with. And then for Season-a-thon, I'm currently at 770 and my goal is to get to 800. Then for Instagram. So for Instagram, I actually started a second Instagram account. I don't know what I was thinking because I'm so bad at keeping up with my first Instagram account. But I started a second one. And I've also started a TikTok, which I'll get into shortly. But my TikTok and my Instagram have the same account, like the same name. And that's my.grand.adventures. So the new Instagram is like for travel. And because I love travel so much. And I take all these really amazing pictures of these amazing places. And I thought that'd be a great place to share it without flooding my other account. So yeah, no, so now I have the 2 accounts. So my goal is to post. So for 2023, my goal was to post at least twice a month. And now my goal, which I did not do, now my goal is to post twice a month on either or both accounts. I just need to post. I just need to post because I'm so bad. I just need to remember to do it. I like doing it. I work so much at posting on all the other things that I need to do that Instagram is just one of those that really just gets forgotten about. And I want to do better at it. For my main account, my goal is to hit 2,600 followers, that was my goal last year as well. I am currently at 2,479. So hopefully by the end of 2024, I'll have reached 2,600. My goal for My Grand Adventures Instagram is to hit 150 followers. And currently I am at 50. And then, as I said, I started a TikTok. So I have some TikTok goals. Not a lot, just 2. But the first one is to continue posting 2 to 3 times a day. It's so weird having to post multiple times a day when I'm so used to posting just multiple times a week. But because they are like significantly shorter things, posting 2 to 3 times a day isn't quite as difficult. But yeah, so I want to continue posting 2 to 3 times a day. And then my goal for followers is to hit 150 followers. I'm currently at 42. And then my YouTube goals So this is where things are going to change a bit. For the past, I don't know, couple of years, I've been posting at least 3 times a week on like Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And before that, I was posting even more often, I think. And I'm struggling to find balance with everything. And I feel like I need to cut down on how many videos a week I'm posting, just because I need to have time for other things as well, because I literally spend the majority of my week, the majority of my day every day, the majority of every day of every week sitting at my computer editing. If I'm not filming, I'm editing. And then I'm trying to squeeze in reading and other stuff. But it's like my days consist of editing for the most part. And I need balance. And I'm planning on doing so much travel in 2024. And I'm so excited for this travel. And I'm going to be vlogging all of my travels. I'm going to be vlogging all of it. And I'm hoping that I can make some amazing videos for y'all that you really enjoy. I know my travel videos don't tend to do as well as some of my other bookish videos, but the point of being completely Melanie is all the parts of me, and travel is a big part for me. So I'm going to be doing all this travel, and I'm going to be vlogging all of this stuff. But while I'm doing all this travel, I don't want to spend all the time that I'm in these places sitting at my computer and editing. I want to be experiencing the places and vlogging the things. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of pre-filming and editing so that some videos can post while I'm gone, and then I can plan on certain days of my trip to edit. So like on our travel days, and we've got like a long distance to go between one destination and another, those days I can edit while we're traveling, like on the train or something. And then my other videos can start coming in. And so my travel videos probably won't actually start showing up until maybe even a couple of months after I've started traveling, because I'm hoping to have enough pre-filmed and edited and all of that stuff before I go. But in order for my videos to spread out long enough, I'm just going to be posting 2 to 3 videos a week instead of 3 to 4, which is what I was doing. So now I'm going to be posting on Mondays and Fridays with an occasional other video here and there throughout. I'll still have like my coffee patron videos will still come out every month for them and all of that. But yeah, that's going to be the big change. That, and also I probably won't be doing mid-month live reading sprints. I may occasionally do some reading sprints, but definitely not every month, because I'm not going to even be in the country a lot of the months, a lot of the times that it would be time for that. So that's also going to be a big change. And some other changes, like Season-a-thon is Season-a-thon's still going to happen. All of the Season-a-thons are still going to happen. But there may not be an author for all Season-a-thons in the future. I'm thinking that I can probably manage to have an author for our spring and for our fall, but I don't know that I'll be able to do the summer and winter, just because of trying to do stuff and plan everything out while also traveling. That is something that's probably going to be changing. Also, my battery's about to die, so let me change that out and I'll be right back. Okay, so as I was saying, a lot goes into arranging to get an author and all of that stuff. There's a lot of research. There's a lot of going back and forth, contacting authors and publicists and all kinds of stuff that it takes a long time for me to get all that worked out. And I like I have already started, it's December right now when I'm filming this. And I have already been for a couple of weeks to a month now, been working on stuff for the spring one. And the time that I would have been doing all of the working to get an author and all that stuff for summer, I'll be traveling. And it will be a lot harder for me. Though in the summer I'll be here and home and can participate and all of that good stuff. And I can be making all the arrangements for the fall. But then in the fall, I'll be doing a bunch of traveling. And I don't know that I'll be able to do what is needed in time to have an author for winter. So in order to keep myself from like absolutely losing my mind, this is kind of what I think I'm going to have to do. Though I am still with spring, even though I'll be traveling and hoping, I'm still working on getting an author for spring. But I'm hoping like I'll be in Brussels, Belgium when it's time for the author live show and after hours show. And I'm still going to be doing that while I'm in Belgium. So that is 100% for you guys because I love you. I'm going to do it. Okay, wow, all that was pretty much went into the goal number 1, apparently. Goal number 2 for YouTube is to make more travel videos. As I said, going to be doing a ton of traveling. I've literally already got my entire filming, editing, and posting schedule for the entire year for 2024 planned out. Because I had to actually do that in order to make it work around all the traveling. And y'all are going to get so many travel videos. And I hope you love them. I really do. I really hope you like them because there's going to be a lot of them. And I'm going to be sad if you don't. Okay, so also number 3, I'm going to continue doing my monthly wrap-up videos where I'm like the vlogs, the monthly wrap-up vlogs, where as I'm finishing a book throughout the month, I film and record and tell you my thoughts on that, like as soon as I've finished it. And then you'll still get like Wheel of TBR videos, and you're still going to get bookish videos. But yeah, you're also going to be getting a lot of travel ones. Goal number 4 is to grow my coffee patrons. Currently, I am at 26 followers and 18 supporters, and I'm hoping by the end of 2024 to have at least 30 followers and 25 supporters. Goal number 5 is to continue to do monthly hangouts with my coffee patrons. Every month I do at least like a watch party with my coffee patrons. Sometimes we'll do like movie marathons, like Halloween. We did like a spooky or a cute or spooky Halloween movie marathon. Oh my goodness, my SD card's filling up. Hold on. Okay, so we've got a fresh battery. We've got a fresh SD card. Let's see if we can get this finished. So yeah, as I was saying, I have like these monthly movie watch parties with my coffee patrons. Occasionally we'll do something like a movie marathon. Like for Halloween, we did like a spooky or spoopy movie marathon. We did one for Christmas, like a Christmas movie marathon that was literally 12 hours long. I want to continue doing all of that. Plus we also have like, it originally was a 24-hour readathon, and it has morphed and is now a 24 and 48-hour readathon, like a weekend readathon, where I do the entire 24 hours live. So I do 12 hours for one day and 12 hours the next day live the entire time with reading sprints and all of that. And it's a fun time. So yeah, that goal is to make sure I continue doing those things, at least the watch parties or whatever, every single month, even if I am traveling. Goal number 6 is to hit 7,250 subscribers, and I am currently at 6,781. So fingers crossed that I could hit that. I was thinking maybe 7,500, but I'm like, I don't want to push my luck. So I'm my fingers crossed for 7,250. And then goal number 7 is to hit 1,150,000 lifetime views. And I'm currently at 1,056,000 733. So a little less than 100,000 views throughout the year, which I don't know how many views exactly I did in 2023. It was a lot, but there were like special things that happened in 2023, like my first Temu video, which got a ridiculous like 70,000 views or something by itself. Yeah, so I got like 245.5k views, but that is not normal for me. So I'm hoping for 100,000 in this 2024. Okay, on to the life goals. So the first one is to sell my old house. Yes, we still have our old house. If you watched my reviewing my goals from 2023, you know that I was in the process of fixing up the house and everything when a lady came over to get some rabbit hay and fell in love with my house and pretty much told me, hey, don't do anything, and immediately started the process of selling her house. And now they're renting to own our house. They had a bankruptcy and can't do the regular financing and stuff right now. So we've done all the paperwork and are doing sort of like an owner financing temporarily, like a rent to own type thing. But my fingers are crossed that in 2024, they'll actually do the buying the house, hopefully. Because even though we're still getting the money to be able to pay the mortgage and everything, it would just be better if we didn't have to worry about that anymore. Goal number 2. That's to unpack our new house. Even though we've now been here for over a year, we still don't have everything unpacked, and we really need to get everything unpacked. And that kind of goes with goal number 3, which is to start downsizing more. We downsized a lot before moving into this house because we were going from a much larger space to a much smaller space. Plus, even though we had a much larger space, we had an even bigger space than thought because we had this gigantic basement that we kept packed full of stuff. And so we had a ton of downsizing we had to do before moving in here. But we still have a lot of downsizing that we need to do because we still have way too much stuff for the size of this house. So we need to everything needs to have a place, and we need to unpack everything to make sure, hey, does this have a place? No, it needs to go away. And then that goes with goal number 4 is to have some yard sales because we got a lot of crap that we need to get rid of. Goal number 5 is to take more walks, which is most definitely going to be happening because I'm going to be bouncing all over Europe and stuff, and I'm going to be walking a ton. And I want to add to that goal. It's not on here, but I want to add to that to learn how to ski without breaking myself. Because we're going to be going to Austria at one point and hopefully skiing there. And I'm a little nervous because I don't want to break anything. Because that would suck. Okay. Prompt number 6, which will hopefully happen in the process of doing all this walking and traveling and everything, is to lose some weight. I have a lot of weight to lose. I gained so much. Like when I was doing my weight loss journey thing, I lost so much weight. I worked so hard and got myself in such great shape, and I lost so much weight, and I've gained it all back and then some. And so I need to lose some weight. Goal number 7 is to drink more water, which I think will happen with the walking around a whole lot more. I tend to, when I'm doing a lot of walking, I drink a lot of water. And so hopefully that'll remind me. Last year, one of our goals was to pay off the art, which we did. And this year, one of my goals is to pay off our pool. Because we got an above ground, not an in-ground pool, but we got an above ground pool. But it was one of the higher end above ground pools. And so we had to finance it. It's interest-free financing, but still it's financed. And so, yeah, we need to pay that off. Goal number 9 is 100% happening, and that's to travel. Travel. I'm going to be traveling so freaking much in 2024. Like, I've got multiple Caribbean cruises. We're going to Rome. We're taking a Mediterranean cruise. We're going to spend like a week in Rome and then a week in Florence and a week in Milan. Then Xander and I are going to Austria and then Amsterdam, Belgium, the UK. We're going to go and visit with one of my coffee patrons, which is going to be awesome. Bethany, I cannot wait. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. And like in the UK, and then we're going to France and Spain, taking a transatlantic cruise back to the US, taking another Caribbean cruise. Then we'll be pretty much home for the summer. Though my cousin, like my favorite cousin, is getting married this summer, which I'm so excited for her. So going to that. And then Marty wants to catch this concert in July. In August, Marty and I are flying to Venice, and we're going to spend like a week there. And then we're taking a 7-night Greek Isles cruise. And then we'll fly home. In October, my mom and I are flying to Rome, and we're going to spend a couple of days there and then take a transatlantic back. And then I don't have anything else planned. We come back like November 10th, I think. And then I don't have anything else planned because of holidays and all that. But yeah, like 2024 is going to be the year of travel, and I'm so freaking excited for it. Like, this is pretty much my dream year. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Okay, so then the last goal that I have, this is going to be a little tricky because of all the travel and stuff. I plan on doing a lot of budget traveling and traveling for as little as possible, like spending as little as possible, but while getting the most out of it. And my goal is to save at least $10,000 in 2024, like over the year. That's whether that's with like money from my YouTube ads or whatever. Any little bits that I can save here and there, I'm hoping to save to the point of saving a total of $10,000 throughout the year. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we can do it. I hope. Okay, so those are all of my goals for 2024. What are some of your goals? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!